Yeah.
Good evening, Cubans of the Cash. Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy here, and joining me just like every single Tuesday, we got my good buddy, Steve the Voice White. Steve, how the hell you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm tired out from Toronto Comic Con, man. What a blast that was. But hey,
Keeping up with Mark Andrews, huh?
Yep, I made him spend money. It was beautiful. Oh my God,
Nice.
You would have been so proud of me. So proud. Because before he came, I spent all my money, so I had nothing left. So all I could do was just walk around with him and spend his money.
See, you had a plan.
I had a plan.
And of course, joining us tonight, it's been too long since we've had him back, Eddie from the Batcave. But tonight, he's Eddie from Peter Parker's apartment.
Yes.
Yes.
We're here to do Marvel Team Up 10-1-1. And
Yeah.
I've been planning this show in my mind for a while, and it was always going to be Eddie because I knew he was trying to complete the Marvel Team Up run. He finally did. And then I'm like, now it's time to have Eddie come on and do his Marvel Team Up special.
Yeah,
so
that was a journey.
Right? So everybody, welcome Eddie from the Batcave. How you doing tonight, Eddie?
Good. I'm very in good spirits. I'm glad and thank you for inviting me on your show again. It's always fun doing this. The Marvel Team Up thing, yeah, was pretty pumped. When I got number 1, excited.
Right. Well, the thing with number 1 is you just never see it.
No, and when I do see it, it's like they want a lot of money for it, so I have to hold back.
Yes. Family obligations come first. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, see, mine's like a 4045, but I never saw it, and I was happy to get it, and I only paid $30 for mine.
That's how much I paid for this one.
Nice,
amazing.
That's a great get, Eddie.
The guy said to me, "It's been pressed. It's in good condition." And I kept him and hawing, and I said, "Can you do 30?" He said, "You know what? Yeah, just take it. It's okay."
Good man, haggling.
Now, Eddie, when I asked you to do this one, how hard was it for you to narrow it down to 12 bucks out of the 200 run plus the annuals?
Oh, geez.
Very, very hard because there was a couple that had like a lot of memories to it, but not like deep memories like I explained to you on the first time I was on your show with certain books. But instead of me looking, I ended up reading them again.
Which is
like
fun, right?
Even better. It entices you to read. So Gary's doing God's work there.
I do what I can for the people, Steve.
Yes.
He's a people pleaser.
And then I forgot the goal that you had me to do to pick out whatever, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, this was pretty good. What's the next issue? Oh, I got it right here. On and on and on. I do have a couple favorites. I do have one book that stuck out. Was this one.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah. Well, let's say hi to people in the crowd, and then we'll get going.
Okay.
Damn.
So
now see the 2 extra books that you've shown, so grab 2 more.
Good evening, Steve. And of course, we got Joey at Erotic Comics. Nice to see you, Joe. Hope you're doing well, buddy. He said, Marvel Team Up. Am I in the right place? Calm down, Bruno. Calm him down. We got Paul from Psychedelic Comics. Good evening, sir. Always great to see you, buddy. We have Digger Jim, my other co-host with the most. Good.
Oh, how's he doing? Hey, Digger.
There's a clause. I can't have Jim and Steve on the same show. It's too much star power, and I get overshadowed. I can't do
it.
We take over. It's now the Jim and Steve show.
Right. But Eddie, it's not about them. It's not about us. It's about you, man. So again, why don't you lead us up with your first book, and let's start having some fun, buddy.
Okay. Like I was saying, issue 23. This one stuck out the most because of the Equinox. I forgot the villain's name. Oh yeah, Equinox. And I think the what I liked about how they fought against each other and all that is the villains. You get these new villains on Marvel Team Up.
Right.
Some of them are like the first appearance. And then there's a story behind it. Other heroes steps in and stuff like that. I like the the combinations, the togetherness they have together. Yeah, they fight with each other, saying, "Oh, I don't trust you. You don't trust me."
Right. It's a cliche thing that they got to
Yeah.
do. Fun.
But they fight the common villain. And so when I started reading this, I did buy, I read this as a little kid. So, back then I had, oh my God, this old comic book store. So I ended up going back there, buying some back issues.
Right.
And then the collection started. But again, my mother used to move around a lot. I lost a lot of issues that I had to rebuy and stuff like that. So what got me more into Marvel Team Up, I don't know if you want to count this as a 1 of 12, is
just invoke the Travato clause and you're good.
Right.
That's cool. Yeah, the Treasury editions.
Yeah.
Nice. Superhero.
Look at the art on
Very
that
nice.
thing. That's incredible. Like full of action.
Yeah, this got me going into buying more Marvel Team Up. This kind of stuff here. And then when they released another one of Spider-Man, he's teaming up with all these guys here.
Oh, I love the spotlight ones, That's cool.
Well, and it's always, and Spider-Man is just such a great character to team up with. Him and Ben Grimm, they go well with anybody.
Oh yeah. My God, they're awesome together.
And what I love too is, when I was young and reading, I really gravitated, except for Conan the Barbarian, of course, I gravitated towards books with multiple heroes in it. So Marvel Team Up was a favorite. Marvel 2-in-1 was a favorite. Brave and the Bold was a favorite from DC. So those are like ones I was always, if I could get my hands on them, I was reading them because I just loved that they were teaming up with different, Batman was with somebody different in every Brave and the Bold. Ben Grimm was someone different. Spider-Man was someone. And then sometimes in their own series, it wouldn't even have them. It just had two different characters. And somehow that was always more special because you got a break, but then you were going to get your favorite person back in the next one.
And Marvel Team Up was good for that because sometimes they'll team up the Hulk with the Human Torch or the Human Torch with Satan. I think there was another character in there. So, yeah, they go separate. I think Human Torch teamed up with Doctor Strange of one of the books. Hi, Tina. That's my girl.
Yeah, that's that's my favorite Doctor Strange story is that Marvel Team Up 21 with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. That's my favorite Doctor Strange story. I love it.
And I don't think those books are that expensive, really, are they?
No, they're getting there. They are now.
They are now.
A lot of these you're paying 20 plus an issue for.
Damn.
You talking about this one?
Yep. My favorite Doctor Strange story. I love that book so much. I reread it like once a year, if not more. It's always been one of my favorites.
That's funny how you got those certain stories that you gravitate back to, right? Those favorite ones that really hit you.
That one, just when I was a kid, man, that one just hit me so right, and it's never left me. Every time I read it, it just transports me back.
One book that I repeatedly read is
and I love the Tiger one too.
Oh yeah. Captain Britain or Captain Marvel.
No. This is Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Spider-Man with Basilisk.
Oh, the Basilisk?
Basilisk, yeah.
Basilisk, yeah. That's a freaking cool character.
Yeah, and again, Marvel Team Up always had the first appearance of the villain, and that was his first appearance.
Some fun odd ones, right, Eddie?
Yeah, oh my God. And then it continues on when he teams up with FF to finish off or Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's just cool. Awesome. And of course, all those covers are just so incredible.
Yeah, they're all, when you look at it, the one thing with Marvel that I like more than DC is when they do a cover for a comic book, it's like, pow.
Right.
Yeah, they grab you. And that's what they want to do to sell, right?
Right. It's like, it's almost like a Kirby type thing, but Kirby, I like Kirby, but when he does DC, he does like a big theatrical thing. But with Marvel, they do better than DC when they do something like that back in the early days. Right. Not so much anymore,
No, but I think the Brave and the Bold did that really well.
Yeah, because they had Jim Apparel, the artist. You can't go wrong with Jim Apparel.
Right. You can't. He was fantastic.
Who wrote those early stories then? Yeah.
They have multiple writers and artists on Marvel Team Up.
Yeah, that was a great thing too. Sometimes writers were getting their first shots on those.
Yeah. Which is great.
Yeah, you had John Byrne. Bernie did one of the artworks. I forgot what issue.
I just read the White Rabbit one a couple nights ago, Man,
Yeah.
that one's so much fun, man. It's just classic what Marvel Comics was back then. You know, it was a little silly, it was a little goofy, the villain and
Yeah.
Frogman, but there was a heart in that story with Spider-Man trying to help two families, and it really resonates with you when you're reading it. You know, one guy, his mom's in the hospital, he's having trouble paying his bills. The other one, his dad's a reformed ex-con, and he's trying to go straight for his kid, and he's and it looks like he's going bad again, but he's actually working with the police. He's trying to make his kid proud of him. They just wrote stories that connected with you in your heart. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Too. That's awesome.
And I was reading that.
Gary Conway. Yeah, he was another DC guy too.
Yeah. So when I was putting on a goal for myself to try to complete, at first I was happy about this book here, right?
Right.
I got this on sale. I think it was at Ollie's where I don't know.
Those are great.
Bucks.
Those are pricey too.
Yeah, but they had it on sale. At the time I went to go buy it, it was like 15 or 20 bucks, and it gives you about, I forgot how many, 11 issues.
And that's
Marvel
a steal for those.
So
awesome.
When I read this, I said, you know what? I got to rebuy my Marvel Team Up. And that's when my obsession started all over again.
You know what got mine going again, Eddie?
It's a good way to read them too, you know, because then that way you don't mess up your single issues, right?
Right.
You can just read it in the big ones. I like that too with the omnibuses.
What got me going, Eddie, was the Essentials.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I bought the
another
Marvel
good way to read it.
And for those who don't know, it's just Marvel reprints, but they're all in black and white.
Black and white.
And it was just so great reading these stories in black and white. It's like a different experience, but
they're no frills, the no frills version.
Yeah, but it was great though. I mean, it was $20, and you get a lot of damn issues for $20. And
because there's no color, so it's cheaper.
Yeah, so that's what got me hooked back into getting the Marvel team ups and 2-in-1s was the Essentials.
So I started setting up a goal not to because I knew at the time Marvel team ups back issues were up there.
Right.
So I was following the lead of my buddy from the Bandit, Oren. He always looks for the dollar bin comics and stuff like that. So I wasn't so lucky getting a $1 per Marvel team up book, maybe $3 or $4, and so that's a gold mine. Because most of the places was charging $7 to $12 a book.
Wow.
Yeah, most of them they start at $8 and go up now.
Yeah. So when I find them at that price, I said, okay, that's part of my other goal, not to be overspending on the books and stuff like that. And that's probably why it took me so long to complete the Marvel team up.
What's helped me lately is I've hit a lot of whatnot rooms where I was getting these books for $2 to $4 an issue, which is dirt cheap.
That's amazing.
I'm not so lucky on that whatnot. I keep looking for what you guys are saying. Thank you.
I just find rooms with a few people in it, and they're selling cheap to get their show started, and
yeah.
And right, so the big money spenders haven't found them yet.
God, yeah.
All
right, what number am I at? Oh, I lost count.
Let me see. You did number 1 was the Equinox. Number 2 was Captain Marvel, so you're on number 3.
Oh, number 3.
Yeah. With the Travato clause thrown in for some good flavor with treasuries.
Right. Yes, you can always show a companion book with it.
Okay, all right. So this is
new rules.
Marvel Team number 19.
Yep. Oh, nice. Kazar.
The first appearance of Stegron.
Yep.
Cool.
This was a good book.
It is.
Because of you, Gary, I reread the whole thing last week. So.
Slaughter in the Savage Land. Look at the knife too that he's plunging in the side of that dinosaur's head.
And the Savage Land stories during that era were the best. They were so good.
Oh my God. It was you can't go wrong. Same thing with the next cover, the continuation.
Companion book.
Yep.
Nice. Black Panther.
So, and it was good.
That book's pricey because of the Black Panther appearance. After the movie, that book went up.
Yeah, and I had to wait for this one. This one I had to wait for till the prices went down. And then I went to the local Comic Cons around here, and one guy was just selling it for $4 or $5. And I just thank you again. And I said, awesome. Can I have that? Yeah, okay. If you buy, so I ended up coming cheap with that.
Nice.
So,
that's good. I love it when those deals.
And Stegron I like because he came back later in Amazing Spider-Man, and he was fighting with the lizard. during the Christmas time storyline. I was like,
no, Stegron's a cool villain.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he's still around or not.
They could bring any of them back if they really wanted to.
Oh, yeah. Stegron is, especially, or Equinox, unless he disappeared. I know Basilic, he's gone now.
Right, you had a couple of those weird issues, right, with like Aquarian and Stingray and all sorts of stuff, which, you know, were just like, you got these cool odd heroes that you didn't really get anywhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me see. Was it this one? Oh, yeah. Ooh, 41.
Nice. You're getting the whole gamut of everybody. Yeah. Damn.
This is a storyline where he went back into time in Salem, Massachusetts to prevent the witches being killed.
The Witch Slayer.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And this was a good storyline. Everybody was in here. Just
see, you're gonna make me. You're gonna have the same effect on me I had on you. I'm gonna have to reread some of these. It's been so long.
Oh my God! My wife was asking, "Where are you?" I just gotta read this book. Hold on.
Hang on. You're walking up the stairs, holding on to it, reading it.
Freaking come downstairs. I go to the Batcave over there, and I'm reading, having a cup of coffee, reading and stuff like that. I guess you could call this a companion book, but it's the cover alone.
Right.
The vision. Yeah, if you got the Scarlet Witch, you got to have vision.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, it was the whole thing.
And you know what I loved about those team ups is look at all the colors on each cover, man.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you get a minty mint one.
Yep.
The color pops.
Yeah.
And of course, we need to have Dr. Doom teaming up with Spider-Man.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Nice.
It also depends on where you get it off of the print run. Like when the first few came off,
I still need. I gotta find that one. That's one I still need in the collection. I'm spoiling slowly but surely.
Well, that's part of the storyline of this whole thing. He's still in that platform.
Yep.
Gary claims that one for $5.
You know, a lot with the team-ups have been coming up more lately because a lot of people have been selling their collections lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I went to a flea market early this week, Monday. I think I went. Yeah, Monday, and they were selling Marvel team-ups for $2.
Wow, can't go wrong.
Jesus.
I'm like, wow, you son of a! And then I saw a couple Marvel tools. They were kind of beat up, so I just left those alone.
Right. But sometimes you get a placeholder, right? Like, all right, at least I have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can get a reader copy, right? That you don't want to mess up your nice one.
I got a bunch of reader copies in the back there. When I found these, that was a lot better condition, so I was so happy.
That's cool because then they can replace those ones, and then if you even get like coverless copies and stuff too, again, readers are great.
Like this one here, I thought this was a minty mint, but I thought after I was reading it, it's missing a coupon.
Oh no! Somebody clipped it out.
Yeah.
The Marvel. Yeah, I always check that. See if the Marvel value stamp is in that year. I'm like, oh, is the Marvel value stamp in? Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, incomplete.
And I didn't even know about the Marvel stamp until later on. I'm like, oh come on, dude! I was so excited that I had a minting book.
Right.
But since that's an advertisement in the center, you can find other books that have the same Marvel stamp and switch out the centerfolds from the cheaper book. People are doing that. Because it doesn't.
Then we had another guest appearance.
Oh, Moondragon. Oh, yeah, there's our name you don't hear. Damn.
Again, that was part of that storyline. She I don't think they use her anymore, right?
Which is too bad. She's a fun character.
She is, and I didn't realize she was that powerful of a.
Oh yeah.
Sorcery and stuff like that.
The shit out of Doom.
Oh yeah, the Doom didn't. This was a good story. It was a good story. That one was all right. And then we're back. This is the conclusion of him traveling with Deathlock.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Now all this was what? All this is looped in with number 5, Eddie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 5. No. Number
adjacent
40.
books. Adjacent books to your 5th one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Travato clause.
So that was all that for that conclusion of that storyline. So, and they were all good. Like I said, the cover alone, Get that out of the way. Okay, what was the other one? I was just.
Oh, Jerry.
All right. So what number am I at?
Thank you, Valifier.
$3.
We appreciate you being here.
You're at number 6.
You're number 6.
Okay.
There you go. See, administrative assistant.
Issue 47.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
He comes back. This one I read a lot. This is a repeat reading on this one.
Well, whenever you had Spider-Man with the Thing or Johnny Storm, it was great.
Yes. This concludes in Marvel 2-in-1.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
So this crossed over to that. Okay.
Yeah. It was I like this character, but he ended up getting, I don't know, somebody killed him in Fantastic Four.
They have the multiverse. They can bring him back.
Oh yeah, Fantastic Four 289. They killed him off. So, but good. I always thought he was a badass, and I was hoping for him to come back.
They stamped him out though.
Multiverse, bring him back.
This is okay.
He's still alive in Universe 484.
Yeah.
Right. What's the thing? They're always alive somewhere, right? With all the multiverse stuff.
And you know what? You know what's so cool about that? The 616 and all the other issues of the numbers that they give the planets or the universe. I'm in the movie theaters with the kids, and I'm like, oh, 616. This is actually happening in our area. What are you talking about? You kids need to pay attention to the act all cocky. You need to pay attention to these numbers that they're talking about in the movie.
Exactly.
616 is our universe, man.
Wow, Dad, really? Yes, son. Someday.
Someday you'll have this knowledge.
Yeah, and you can pass on this useful information to your kids.
Yes. So when little Jeffrey grows up, boy, you teach him the ropes about the universe of 616 and 4.
Yeah.
All right, Dad. Yeah, sure.
And how important we are in the 616.
I can already see Eddie watching the Miles Morales movie. That's not our Gwen Stacy, just so you kids know.
Oh my God, freaking! Yeah, I have to give credit to my son because he knows more about Miles Morales than I do.
That's amazing. That's good.
Yeah, and he doesn't even buy the books.
No, they have them in Scholastic too. Like, I mean, the kids, they all know Miles.
He goes, he'll read something on his on the phone, and then he'll call me up, Dad. This is what's going on about Miles Morales. How did you know that? You don't even buy the comic. Don't worry, Dad. I got you covered.
I don't know, Joe, but it's got to have something to do with Kirby. I'm guessing.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, it was. Wasn't it a birthday? Wasn't it his birthday?
For who? For Kirby?
For Kirby.
Why is the main universe?
Why they called it 616?
Gotta have something.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I'm guessing
they mentioned that in
Kirby.
If you watch the Fantastic Four movie that came out recently, they explained that in there. I think at the beginning or at the end of the credits and stuff like that, which was a nice homage to him because he deserves a lot of credit for that.
Absolutely, he does.
All right, issue 53 and 54.
Nice.
Ooh,
Hulk smash.
Right.
Nightmare in New Mexico.
This is Wood God, but I think he already came out in Marvel
Wood
Premiere.
God. Wood God's a fun character.
The Hudawada? What's his name?
Wood God.
Wood God. All right. The God
I
of
don't know
Wood.
if this is his third or fourth appearance, but he came out in Marvel Premiere, if I remember correctly. I'm not 100% sure.
He looks like a barbarian character.
616 was chosen to honor the year and month of the Fantastic Four #1's 1961 debut.
Oh, okay. There you go. 61. Now we know.
He's half goat, I think, Steve.
Oh, so he's from the Greek. Okay, I got it.
There we go.
That's cool.
And of course, that's the part 3 to the episode of that. I mean, part 2. This was a fun read. This again, I reread this all the time.
And again, another one, like when the Hulk showed up in those, it was always fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bugman's like nice to Hulk. Bugman will protect. I mean, I will protect Bugman.
Excellent.
And then, oh my gosh, And I always liked Wood God. He's not in a lot of stuff, but he's a fun character.
He's like Pan.
Yeah.
Right? The half goat, half man.
Well,
yeah.
If you never read him, his first appearance is Marvel Premiere 31, and it's a fun read.
Yeah.
That's what issue Marvel Premiere 31. Okay. And I saw that book, but they wanted a good amount of money for that. So I had to
see. I'm in too late now.
Which I don't know why. Like Wood God's never gonna pop. It shouldn't be
right.
It should be at the most, it should be a $15 book. At the most.
Early burn work, yeah.
You remember Valiant Comics Exo Man of War?
Yeah.
Oh, right? Yeah. Damn, yeah. I got a bunch of them.
No, issue number 4. I had issue number 4 because I think there was a first appearance of Shadow, the Shadow or something like that. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
And so I lost it. So I said I gotta go buy it back because I was collecting all the way up to 50. I go buy. It took me a while to get number 4 back because they wanted like $30-$40 for that book.
Holy crap!
Right.
And I said, nobody cares about that character.
Nobody cares about Valiant. Period. Like Valiant just died, and those books were. My LCS was giving them away for free.
The early Valiants were great. I have to agree with that.
Like Bloodshot and that. Yeah.
After that, another one I like was.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Another good one.
Deep breaths there, Spider-Man. Oh, nope. You're in a vacuum.
Yeah. The something happened with him in some other issue, not a team up, but another of his own book. And he found Spidey on a rocket ship, and he was all humongous, but apparently his cosmic powers was dissipating and he was going back to normal size and all this and that. And Spidey went back to Earth. The one thing I like about Marvel Team Up is they introduce you to the blue area of the moon.
Okay.
Where the Watcher lives.
Right. Uatu?
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah, that Christmas story. I got a couple of that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, this was really good. I really enjoyed it. And to be honest, I just read this today because I was still rattling my brains of which comic book was the good one for Marvel Team Up.
Sometimes you just collect them to get it done.
Too. You don't get a lot of snow covers.
No. Yeah. But this was a good story. It's almost like on the first issue of Marvel Team Up, where they were chasing the Sandman, and he was just wanting to go visit his mother on Christmas Day to give her a gift or something like that. And then they disappeared. Human Torch and Spider-Man just let him go after that.
Well, you know what's fun about that year too, when you mention it too, is they even humanize like the villains, right? Because even there was who was it? One issue where they had I just had it too, but with I think it was with the Rhino, I believe, but there was like some woman that was mad at him, and he was just like all down on himself because he didn't please somebody with his actions. But the human, now it's just more about domination and power. But back then, they even gave the villains some heart.
Oh yeah. You actually felt bad. He said, "Oh, okay." Let me see.
Zach's Collections. How you doing, sir? Always great to see you, buddy. Zach is right here in Rochester with me too.
Sweet. There you go.
It's where all the cool kids hang out.
Oh, apparently you guys got some good comic book stores over there.
Yeah. Gary's got a guy.
Does Gary is going to like this one.
Oh, hey, look at that.
I only have like 12 or 13 of that issue, okay?
That's cool.
It's one of my favorites. It's up there with the Doctor Strange one. I love that. It's so good. Him and Red Sonja, but she's in Mary Jane's body.
Yeah. that was
a
fun read.
I thought that cover had a massive tape pull the very first time I ever saw that cover. I was like, oh my God, look what happened. What the hell?
That's one of the few ones where they use the same cover in the reprint in Marvel Tales.
Okay.
Yes.
They didn't even this cover's so good. We're just reusing this cover.
No imagination, eh? Don't want to do another.
Oh, I got a bunch of the Marvel Tales issue of it too. I just bought another copy of that. I just put it away today, Eddie. I buy that book all the time when I see it.
Of Red Sonja and Spidey?
Yeah, Spider-Man. It's one of my
Part
favorites.
of his OCD. He's going to have every copy on the planet. That's the goal.
At some point, I'll have a short box of it.
Yeah. Just like the Turok ones. These are my retirement books.
So what I noticed with Marvel, when they use Thor or Valkyrie, right? So on issue 116 of Spider-Man and Valkyrie, he's flying away trying to control her sword.
Oh, that's
Right?
cool. Have
I said,
sword will
what's he
travel.
doing? So that was fun, right?
And a
Then
fun cover.
Oh,
another
yeah.
one, issue 148.
Oh,
He
he's got
does
the
the
hammer.
same, but with Thor's hammer.
Yeah, like
Different
just show
weapons that fly.
that he can't really hang with those people. They're too powerful.
That's hilarious.
Oh my
That was
God.
always the thing too, right? Like Spider-Man's outclassed and outgunned, but somehow he finds a way to succeed.
Oh yeah.
Every single bloody time, usually by accident.
Yeah, or brains, because people forget, like, he's a scientist. He would, in those comics, a lot of times he would use his brain to think of something
Yeah,
that would
doing
even
calculations. He's like Batman doing calculations.
And that's what I admire about Spider-Man doing, when he does the team up and stuff like that, because he's always calculating something.
Right.
He may
You
not
get
be
to see
Reed
the
Richards
scientist
level.
side of Peter.
Huh?
Yeah, you get to see the scientist side of Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I felt out when they did the storyline where well, actually it was Dr. Octopus as Peter Parker, when he got his business going. He got a whole business in Amazing Spider-Man. He was rich.
Right.
He wasn't poor anymore. I'm like, finally Peter got it going on. I'm getting tired of this thing that he's always broken everything.
Right.
You know?
That does
And then,
suck.
of course, they got rid of that. So,
Back to poor Peter.
yeah. A fun book that I like reading was Aunt May and Franklin Richards, issue
Yep.
137.
I was
Oh,
wondering
yeah,
if
when
you
she
were
was
gonna
the
pick that
Herald.
one.
Yeah. That book went crazy for a while.
This was so funny. Freaking
Yeah.
Aunt May as a herald.
Right? It just zany.
Yeah, she'll give you a cookie if you give her a planet.
Now, if you notice, you've seen Fantastic Four, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
When Galactus came to get her, well, accidentally, he was sensing the power of Richards and stuff like that, so he could be the next herald, and it was Franklin.
Yeah.
So they kind of did that with the movie.
Twinkies.
If you remember where the Galactus wanted them to sacrifice the boy,
Exactly.
like, oh, okay, maybe that's where they got it from, was from this issue here.
And I loved that movie. I thought it was incredible.
I thought it was good too. I think it was well done.
Yeah,
Well
I
done.
enjoyed it
People
too.
hate for no reason. That movie was just. That movie was.
Yeah,
awesome.
Haters want
they
to
had
hate,
all the
hate,
family
hate.
dynamics in there and stuff like that. So
That's the thing. Like that cast worked. That cast had great chemistry. They worked so well together. What I like is none of them outshone the other one. They were all important.
Yep.
They all played a pivotal role. The whole and one thing I thought was genius in that movie was when Sue was pregnant and she makes her belly invisible so they can see the baby. I'm like, that's just ingenious. Who wouldn't do that?
Brilliant.
And
She's
then
powerful.
you add another layer to Ben when he delivers the baby.
yeah,
You just
Yeah.
add more and more to this already incredible character. Now, you
And
know.
even Johnny Storm figuring out the language of Shalabel,
Yep.
which was
And
pretty
then-
cool too, you know.
And then him at the end with the self-sacrifice, tell Johnny, tell Franklin his uncle loves him.
yeah, that was that. I thought that was a good movie.
You're right, yeah.
You
I
gotta watch
enjoyed it.
again.
But for those who's watching it, get this if you want a good laugh.
See, Joe said the FF brought him back to his childhood in the 1860s.
That's how I felt.
They didn't-
1860.
TVs back then. They had a play.
Just making a joke.
1860.
Wait till he gets you on a show again. You're going to be on Friday. You're going to get
sorry,
booted
Joe.
now.
Had to take the shot, buddy. All right, so
Hey, Joe, it's not the age; it's the mileage.
now, exactly 18, Gary. He'll get me back. Joe's got
yeah.
a lot of fight in him.
He's going to send Bruno to your house.
I'm not going to send shots at anybody that won't send the shots back.
Where's my other one?
Oh, that was a Jackson level insulting.
Well, Jackson Roykirk's not here, so somebody's got to step up, right?
Channel my inner Jackson Roykirk. There you go.
Say it one more time, and he's going to show up in the freaking chat.
Right?
Like Beetlejuice.
All right. So you want to do a story or spec book, Eddie?
How many did I do so far? Spec book?
Well, you've done over 10, but if you want to show a couple more, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's looking through. Bring out the number one.
Joe taught us that the rules don't matter on the show, so you have fun.
Joe will do 200.
Yeah.
My spec book. Where was that one? Let's see the
searching, scrolling.
See, this is what happens when you don't have an assistant like Steve.
Yeah, see, I'm an
Steve got a nice little.
Ask Steve about the benefits package. He's got it made.
That's right. It's amazing. All the snow I can eat.
Right. Mr. Bobby De La Ghetto, good evening.
Bobby. Yeah, check out his channel too, man.
Bobby just one of our greatest community members. Such a cool dude.
Oh yeah, his artwork is phenomenal, man.
I got some original Bobby artwork. He did a cover for me. It's great.
Yeah. Man has got some talent.
And he sent me a signed Mexican Conan.
No freaking way.
Yeah.
Wow. So like somebody else did, well, I guess they'd have to write it in Spanish, right? So they'd have to have the letterer and everything. Did they like have a whole artistic team for the Mexican version? Like artists, the whole bit?
Yeah. No. The art's the same. It's just when they put the words down, it's in Spanish.
Yeah, it's in Spanish. So it'd be a letterer.
Right, a letterer, but sometimes I'll switch panels around.
And the cover trade and everything would be changed. That's cool. Yeah.
So with the movie Spider-Man coming out,
yes,
and I saw the trailer, I'm thinking Daredevil's going to be popping up.
Oh, nice.
So that's a good crossover.
So I don't know if you consider that a spec book, or my original one was somehow Kang's going to be there at the end of the issue.
I know, but I think Kang's dead now because of that actor.
Yeah, they'll have to bring somebody else in now.
Well, yeah, that's true. Or they'll bring Dr. Doom in.
Yeah.
Is it?
And I was one of the few people. I really liked Quantumania. I thought it was a great Ant-Man movie.
Oh, I enjoyed that one too.
Right. I thought it was incredible, and people were bitching about it. Like, no, this
I don't understand why. Like Kang was amazing in that one. That kind of finally showed his true power and his the way he is. Like it's incredible.
Oh, and I love Cassie aging up and fighting alongside her dad was incredible.
See, the Loki show was kind of a wimpy version. Where is it? I want to see Ramatut and that. See, Marvel needs to start doing their build up.
Look at Hater Joe here.
It was lousy.
It was not lousy. It was great. The visuals were amazing. Oh, I love the whole planet thing.
Yeah, they did a nice job with that. I don't know why
his army, the whole thing, and then even how powerful he was as individual when everybody was pounding on him and he was still holding his own. That was incredible at the end. It's like, holy shit, man. All the ants are crawling all over his little dome.
Yep.
And you're like, man, this guy is like amazing.
Michelle Pfeiffer was great in it.
Of course she is. She's good in everything.
She is.
So the most famous.
Oh, the Captain Britain. That was.
I just showed that in a short today. I just made it a short. I showed the copies I had of it.
Yeah.
Because it was a two-parter. It was that number 66 where you had the first Murder World.
Yeah, this one right here.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. All in order. But now they're all over the place, so now you're going to spend hours putting everything back where it was.
now, did you have
recataloging?
This book was like way up there in price for the longest time.
It was. And now it's affordable.
How is it now?
Yeah, it dropped down in price. I'm like, I finally could pick up that book because it was like a handful that I needed to complete the set. And
the Mockingbird was up there for a bit too, and that one's back down.
Yeah. Oh, in the Marvel team up.
Yeah.
Look at what issue that was.
Now, did you have a storybook for us, Eddie?
A storybook?
Yeah, personal storybook.
No, I would have to go back to.
So you had a spec pick, but something that has a personal attachment.
And Paul's asking if you have any giant size or annuals.
Oh, I got annuals. Which annuals does he want?
That's a claim sale now, folks.
A lot of times the annuals are hardest to find.
Oh, that's a cool box.
This came out when I had hair in my head.
Yeah, I've never seen that box before. That's great.
It was my wife found it. It was a comic book collectible. It had some boards and bags and some comics in there to prep you to buy comic books, and then you just fill it up and stuff like that. So this is like back in the late 80s, early 90s that came out. And stuff like that.
Like a starter pack to get you involved.
Starter pack. That's what I'm looking for. That's
cool. And then it's
so
like
which issue does he want me to show?
All of them. Let's get them out.
Pick out your favorite annual.
Now, what's the first one that you picked up?
Let me see. The first one I picked up. Come on, I know I got you in order. There we go.
Searching, scrolling. Yeah, I'd say that's like half of a short box or a quarter of a short box.
It's about a quarter.
You got Eddie digging now.
Yeah, you do.
It's like we're at a con now. Show us what you're digging. Finding good books, scrolling. There we go. Oh shit, yeah.
Nice.
Big ass robot monster thing. I love it.
And I didn't pay that.
120
that was just
bucks.
I did not pay that.
Ooh. You just put that into a bag and board that had that on it?
No, I had to talk to the guy that I'm not paying that much for that book. Is crazy. And then he just looked at give me I think 20 for it. It's okay.
No way.
Why would you have 120? So they must have typoed it.
They must have did something wrong because there was no way in hell that I was going to pay that much money for that book.
Right.
And tell my beloved, how much you spend?
Yeah, I know sometimes flea markets and stuff, those guys lose their minds. They'll go onto whatever eBay
Eddie
thing.
carries his own price stickers on him, so he'll pay $40 for a book and he'll put $5 on it so the wife doesn't beat him when he gets home.
That's it, dude. If we tell them enough, though, they're going to watch these things and they're going to understand what happened.
They'll understand how to do it.
You have to have that separate bank account somewhere. That
I can see Eddie in the back of his car repricing all the books with stickers.
It's got one of the guns. Click, 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 click.
Dollar. I
got these little white labels. Yeah, I put $1 on them and just put on each of my book.
There you go. You got the evidence right there.
Honey, it was on sale.
Look, I got it for 50 cents.
As the assistant, it's your job to clip this part and then send it to his wife. No, just kidding.
Hang on, working. What's her email?
Right, Blackmail 111 starts tonight.
Now the rat line.
Oh goodness.
Nope. What stays on Gary's channel? That's it.
Well, I got all 7 of the annuals of the Marvel team up.
Right.
So if there's a specific one, I don't have a favorite out of it. Right. I mean, I read them and they were like, okay. I know this guy was Mr. Negative was up there.
So, well, to end it, why don't you pick one more big favorite book out of that run for us? Ooh. Oh, nice cover.
Yeah.
Newsy.
So, one favorite book.
I put him on the spot.
Yeah, right? You did.
They're all favorites. Every single freaking one.
They are. That's the only thing that.
There's not a favorite of the favorite of the favorite.
Well, like I mean, odd villain appearance or something that he really.
The odd villains will be the ones I show about Stegron.
Yeah.
And Basilisk, because these guys, I have to say them because I enjoyed the story.
Right.
Yeah. If you keep coming back to it, then it's definitely the favorite, right?
And that Stegron, the Stegron one is really good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he wanted to be Dr. Connor. like the lizard and didn't work out the way he wanted to, and then he just ended up being cuckoo and just want to conquer the world and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And back then as a kid, you really, oh my God, he wants to turn everything into a dinosaur and stuff like that, and which was good. As a kid, you like to see dinosaurs conquering the world.
Exactly. You'd buy a comic just if it had a dinosaur on the cover.
Yeah, and I thought Stegron and Basilisk was the coolest villains at that time period. Sure, they got all these other characters here. Morbius was a cool character. I liked him a lot.
Yep.
He got Spider-Man sick and all that. Where is he? Where are you, buddy? Just add you in my name.
Oh yeah,
what a great cover.
Yeah, more Morbius. I enjoyed that movie too, and a lot of people hated that movie.
Actually, I liked Morbius. And you know what's funny? I was surprised I liked it because I don't like Jared Leto, but I like that movie.
Yeah, see, like I was like going into that movie going, geez, is he gonna screw this up or what? And then when I watched it, I was like, yeah, it's all right.
No, it wasn't that bad. For people who doesn't know the full extent of the origin of a villain or a hero, and they always try to make it for today's viewers, it wasn't that bad.
No, it had the heart of his beginnings in it.
Yeah, so I did. I think they were supposed to add another movie to it, but I don't know how. It probably didn't fall through with the deal because they left it with another.
Because it was supposed to lead into a Sinister Six.
Yeah, and it didn't happen.
And then
Marvel really dropping the ball.
Yeah, it was. I don't think that it was Marvel's license. It was somebody else's license that did that for the Morbius.
I didn't hate that movie either. Like, I can see why people don't like it, Paul, but I actually have fun with it. I mean, of course, Sydney Sweeney's in it, so it's hard to dislike that.
Although they were saying something about Madam Web or something.
Yeah, Paul. He said he liked the Madam Web movie.
He liked the Madam Web. Yeah. It was enjoyable.
I would say the ones I didn't like, I didn't care for any of the Venoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, Venom was. I haven't seen the last one yet.
It didn't feel like Venom to me.
No, it's too much slapstick comedy.
All the Venoms we've had in film, none of them are the bodybuilder Eddie Brock with the trying to. They haven't got the Eddie Brock part of it right.
Yeah, the Tom Hardy was just not quite the right guy for it.
No, he wasn't.
I didn't like. They gave him like this little sissy voice in it, which I didn't like. His voice was too whiny.
Yeah.
See, they had it going on with when Venom first appeared, the other Spider-Man movie. I thought they were doing that good. They just needed a little improvement, and they would have been better off. But then didn't work out that way.
And I'm looking forward to the third Miles Morales one.
Whenever they're going to release it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that second one was just a step up, man. That second one was so good.
I know. I never liked animated movies.
I went in, I'm like, I'll be whelmed. And I was overwhelmed. I was like, wow, that was great. Like you felt so good leaving the theater after that film.
Yeah.
Well, I watched that at home with my grandson, right? My oldest one. And we're watching it and at the end when he took out he was him in the future, I'm like, no way.
Except they made Spider-Man 2099 such a dick in that movie.
Yeah.
But man, how well does him and Gwen work in those films?
Good.
Like him and Gwen Stacy are just so good together in those movies. 100%. I love they captured the awkwardness, like when she sees the sketchbook and it's all of her. I love the awkward like teen romance thing they had going with them. I thought was really adorable. I don't know, everything about that movie really worked.
Oh, the movie was good.
With his dad and his mom was great. Yeah, just great stuff. But Eddie, man, great one. Go ahead. What you got?
I was going to tell you about where you're saying what the attachment I have with Marvel Team Up.
Yes.
Like I said before, they team up and they do something like that. And for those who are watching the videos now, if you like him and a haunting about it, if you see one of these things out there in the stores at the LCS or the flea market or a con, pick it up.
And those are expensive now. They're like $35-$40.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. They need to make reprints of them.
it's this what got me more into the Marvel team up, even with the Marvel 2-in-1s, because your favorite heroes are teaming up together. They're trying to figure out a solution.
When you're a kid, those giant size versions, man, how much fun are those?
Oh my God. I remember my mother gave me a buck to get it. Freaking yeah. Go buy a book and shut up. I'm so
yeah,
find the biggest one.
Exactly, Bobby.
Yeah.
And even now when I open the treasuries I do have, I'm still like a little kid with them. I'm like, oh my God. I was like,
you feel so tiny with big, huge paper.
Just you get the art's larger than life because all the panels are bigger, and it's just
and that's the best part.
It's easier for us old people to read them.
Right?
You feel like you're in there.
I can read it.
Like, look at that artwork.
See, I can read
it's
that.
incredible.
It's better for us senior people because we don't need the glasses and we can just see that.
Right. Yeah, like how can you not love that, right?
Yeah. Like one of the best.
Giant ass comic book. Look at the back cover on that too.
Like, right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's like the pinup.
Well, yeah, because they always had a pinup on the back. They always had a full cover art. Oh,
and you got the date stamp on there too. I love those. Those are cool. Up in the top corner.
Oh yeah, February 25th, 1976.
Damn.
Yeah, I had this book for a while.
Yeah, for a day or two.
Still need the glasses.
You're super blind.
Right.
Look I can see good now, right? But when I put my glasses on, you guys are all blurry.
Right. That's what I was just telling Steve. I get my new glasses tomorrow, but I'm like, you never see me wear them on the show because I don't need them for close up. I need them for distance.
Yeah.
And I can never remember. I always get it wrong. Does that mean I'm nearsighted or farsighted? I don't know. I just know
nearsighted.
I can see far away, but I can't see close.
Because you can see near.
See up, but far away is a problem.
And far, nearsighted.
Yeah, I can see it. With these, I can see the airplane up in the sky and the color that they got on the fin or something like that. But I feel like I'm Superman with the supervision.
But great stuff, Eddie. That was a lot of fun, man.
Oh, man.
Thank you. Again, I enjoy Marvel Team. It was a long journey because I was trying to reach my goal not to overspend on certain books and stuff like that. And thank you, Gary, Steve, for having me because I enjoy, and I talk about you a lot, Gary, because there's some people out there that does other content like we do, and I owe the credit to you because you kept kind of motivating me to keep on doing what I'm doing and stuff. So I want to thank you for that, Gary.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, Eddie. That's a nice compliment. And for those of you guys who haven't got enough of Eddie because he's a good dude, this is part one of a two-parter. Eddie will be back next month for a Marvel 2-in-1, 10-1-1. Mm-hmm. So stay tuned for that. And that'll mark Eddie's fourth appearance on the channel.
Yay!
He's already did where we interviewed you on In the Hot Seat.
Yeah.
You had your first 10-1-1. This is your second. We'll get you on for a third. And then, but we have it. He's Eddie from the Batcave. We're going to have to do a Batman edition with him because he's Eddie from the Batcave. So we might have to have Eddie back 3 months in a row just to do like a little Eddie-thon.
Penciling him into the He's now a regular on the show. We gotta have
Eddie from the Batcave do Batman 10-1-1. We're just.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's gonna be a homework and a half. There's a lot of good ones.
Right, so we'll start.
Your favorite 12.
We'll try to get him on for his Batman 10-1-1 in May. We'll try.
All right.
We'll see what his schedule's like.
Yeah, if the grandkids don't grab me to do something.
Eddie's got a whole block of people you got to get through before you can talk to him.
The plane is descending now.
Right. But in all seriousness, Eddie, thank you for coming on, man. This is a lot of fun hanging out with you again and talking.
It's great.
This was great.
I like showing my stuff. Stories. Oh my God, the story! It's going to the market. I run to the store every time I know there's an issue coming out, or at the pharmacy store, at the spinner rack.
Right, it brings up memories, right?
Yeah. And then I sit there in the chair reading and say, "Oh my God, I remember back in the day when I enjoyed." And then I know it's corny, but there's like certain music that plays back in the day, right? And I remember reading a certain book at the time, and
that's a nostalgic hit.
It's amazing when you start going through your back issues and rereading stuff. the memories that you had stored that you weren't aware you still had, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden they all pop up.
Oh, they were when I was rereading. So, I remember this. I remember that. Matter of fact, I remember what toy I had. I think the $6 Million Man toy I had, but then now it's disappeared. So
where he lifts the engine block and
the engine block, yeah.
I had the one where you could look. What was it? I had the one where you could look through his eye.
Yep, you could look through the back of his head, and there was a telescoping eye, and then he had the bionic stuff.
I wish that wouldn't have got tossed out by my parents at some point because that thing became worth like $1 billion.
Yeah, because I had a Maskatron, and
leaving it
I had
on
all
the floor, and
yeah, and the Maskatron's expensive, and I had the his handler too, Oscar Goldman, with the exploding briefcase.
I never got Oscar.
I had all 3 of them. So that was freaking awesome, man. I don't have them anymore, but I love those toys.
Now let's do like we normally do, guys. Steve, we're going to start with you. What's coming up for you?
Well, tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be on not Gary. I'm already on Gary's. That's today. Tomorrow, Trev, the shipping guru, he's going to have his bagging and boarding BS. And then this Friday on Anachronic Comics, we're doing the Espresso mail call. So hopefully Gary will be on there so he can get Joe get his revenge.
Bobby has 2 Oscars.
See,
nice.
You got the exploding briefcase too. That thing is cool.
And so for me, in 2 nights' time, we have for our first-time guest on, we have Brittany, who's going to make her first appearance on there. Sweet. So that's going to be a lot of fun because she has never been on the channel, and that's from Comic Showcase.
Oh, okay.
Brittany. So it's going to be fun for Jim and I to meet her and have a good time. Chad here will be making his appearance next month for the first time on the 1011. So we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. So again, Brittany in 2 nights' time. And what is coming up for you? We always end with our guests. Eddie, anything coming up for you, sir?
Well, tomorrow I do my weekly comic video. It's going to be a big week because Superman and Spider-Man team up. There's a show coming up this weekend with Has Been Toys up on Boston Road in Springfield, where the artist for Transformers is going to be there. So I'm trying to talk to him for a little bit. Steven, I thought about you because they were supposed to get Larry Hama for G.I. Joe. They couldn't bring him in because of the scheduling conflict. So, but he is scheduled to show up there. They just haven't gotten the date down. So I'm going to keep an eye on that for you so I can have a book signed for you.
He's a busy guy. Oh, man, I need to meet him.
Yeah, I never met him. But when I found out that the guy, they were trying to get him to the store. And there's a Comic-Con Sunday. But other than that, I'm going to do my weekly stuff. Hopefully I can learn how to do this thing with the video without the black bars on the side.
Technology eludes us. We're old people, so technology.
I'm pushing the button. It's not working.
So that's about it. I enjoyed doing the show. It's fun. People should be collecting what they want to collect and have fun with it no matter what,
Exactly. Don't listen to anybody else. Just read what you enjoy, man. Read your books. Enjoy your books. The funniest thing to me is like, there's something I'll love, and someone will go, that's not worth a lot of money. I'm like, that's not why I have it.
Yeah.
I have it because I love it.
Yeah. Why are you buying this? I like reading the books. It brings back a lot of old stuff.
There's some dollar books I'll buy over and over again because I love the story that much.
Oh, yeah. I done that with Action Comic 500. Because
it's
popping up everywhere.
Yeah, that was something else today. That was a great collection. Now you're going to be back with the 2-in-1.
2-in-1, yes. Amazing. And I got that one in order too, Steve. But it won't be when I start picking everything out.
Right now, now he's got to go down the rabbit hole of rereading a bunch of those now too. We're going to keep Eddie reading here. That's our goal.
My
keep
God.
Eddie reading.
And my wife was going to say, and I just promised my wife, I had all this messed up over there on the table in the Batcave. I said, honey's going to be gone Tuesday night. I'm going to put everything back. Don't worry about it. Now I'm going to tell her, babe,
Gary's fault.
More books up.
It's going to be a different kind of mess. This is going to be a 2-in-1 mess, babe.
It's Gary's fault.
not like the team up mess. This is a 2-in-1 mess. Completely different.
2-in-1.
Mess.
Not that many books like Marvel team up, but just about.
Oh, good. But Eddie, thank you so much, man. And of course,
thank you
to my co-host Steve. Always great to have you along for the ride, buddy. And to all of you who are watching us live tonight, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for your support. It's always appreciated on my channel, because on this channel, we're just about the things you love. We don't care about the monetary value of anything. We just care what it means to you personally.
Yep.
And we're about the connections that these books have to us in a personal way. And that's what's the fun thing about this show. And thank you all so much. Exactly. There you go. I just like the pretty colors. And of course, until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching, and keep it casual.